Hey y'all, welcome back to My Unpopular Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you turn your post notifications on and subscribe to the channel. I want to get right into this first topic. I want to talk about Cardi B, aka Little Joan Rivers, and her most recent antics all over the internet. This girl, I've seen a lot of tweets saying that her team is really working overtime, and they really, really are, because she has a lot going on. They've seen that she's lost a lot of steam recently in her career. People are starting to see, as I've been talking about in previous videos, people are starting to see through the facade that is Cardi B. They're starting to see that she's all about money. She's not about talent. She's not about rap. She's not about a craft. She's not about black people. She's not about black culture. There's so many things that are unraveling and unfolding when it pertains to this woman who I believe is a fraud, one of the biggest frauds in hip hop, created by Atlantic Records, okay? She's lost a lot of steam. Her recent releases haven't done anything. Her recent feature just really, really flopped. So I could see that her and her team are in like a scrambling, desperate mode. And it's been the talk of the town. Everyone knows that this is a publicity stunt. I mean, she uses Offset, who he also could use the press. Let's be very clear. Offset has fallen off big time. So they both are desperate artists that are desperate to stay relevant, and they're willing to do anything to make it happen, even if that means putting their relationship on the line for the millionth time. Because every time the numbers are going low for them, they put their relationship in the forefront for attention and publicity. And I would hope that the general public could actually have their brains working and realize, like, this is something we should unsubscribe to, you know? Because she's faking everything. Everything about Cardi is fake. Not only is her ribs fake, her chin is fake, her cheeks are fake, her eyes are fake. Everything about her is fake, but the fakest thing about her is who she is as a person. And I'm just tired of the general public just constantly letting an imposter be in this space that is supposed to be like a rapper. I can't do it anymore. That's why I didn't even want to talk about it, but I can't. Every time she does something, I'm determined to like contribute to exposing the foolishness, you know, so people can really see. But she recently is saying that she's getting divorced. We all saw that. And, you know, Offset liked a post about it on one of the blogs. Like, why would you be liking a divorce post if he knows that it's not, he probably knows it's not real. So they're saying that Botch Chin B might be trying to release her album soon. And so she announced her pregnancy. And that's another thing. Would you be divorcing a man you just got pregnant by for the millionth time? No. So she's using the pregnancy and the divorce as like the steam so she can put something out and actually get people talking about her and paying attention to her again, because she was falling back in the shadows. To me, she's a fraud, and it's not going to really work. I don't know what these album sales will be like when she does finally release it, but I'm sure they're going to be putting some payola behind it. Like I said, I think a lot of her recent stuff has been flopping really, really bad because the label's like, we're not going to put any money towards nothing else that you're doing until the album. They're probably saving all the payola for the album because they're going to need it big time if they want her to compete with, you know, obviously the queen, Nicki Minaj, which is the basis of her entire career. So to me, Cardi is a flop inside and out. I'm not really vibing with her publicity stunts for the millionth time. And I really wish that she would just go and be the Instagram baddie influencer, maybe comedian. Like, she just needs to step into a different realm outside of rap, because every time that you want to release music, you have to use your relationship and pregnancies as PR stunts. It's really tired. Like Nicki said, all these PR stunts, but bitch, you ain't even Puerto Rican. Okay. Well, she said, all these PR stunts, but bitch, you ain't Puerto Rican now. Whatever. Y'all know what I mean. So yeah, whatever. I'm over her. I'm over Offset. They both are just like desperate. Moving on, speaking of the Queen Nicki Minaj, I guess Spotify, Flopify, I guess we can call them. Flopify and whoever else teamed up, they did a thing about female rappers, and it's like this whole museum of the female rappers, and they excluded obviously the number one female rapper of all time, the greatest female rapper of any generation, Nicki Minaj. They excluded her from it purposely. Now, I have my own theory about it. My theory is that this is just another tactic and ploy by the labels, particularly Atlantic Records, but a few other labels as well. But I think that's one of the main ones. Probably paying for something like that to happen so that they can further the narrative of like, oh, Nicki is not this and she's not that, and they want to try their hardest to exclude her from conversations. And this to me was just like another tactic to try to put their products in the forefront to try to make it seem like Nicki is in the back. And reality is reversed. Like Nicki said, I lead the pack, so my back's to them. So I'm happy she wasn't included in it because it just sets her in a higher caliber even more. All people kept talking about is like, well, I mean, like Nicki said, she keep all her sons in the playroom. Those are the girls in the playroom, and Nicki is in her own stratosphere doing her own things and continuously being more successful than all of those women mentioned in that little video BS that they did. So it doesn't matter when you guys exclude her from conversations. The more y'all exclude her, the more people are going to talk about her, because the first thing they're going to say is, where's Nicki? What's going on? Why is Nicki not on there? Nicki's the number one female rapper. Nicki's the best. Da, 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 da. So the more y'all try to shade Nicki, the more y'all bring light to her. Same thing like at the Grammys. Whenever they do something weird to her, all they're going to do is bring up, like, Nicki's going to be the talk of the town. So they need to understand that Nicki's like a magician. When you put negativity towards her or you do something that's like with ill intent towards her, she literally energetically turns it and transmutes it into something successful for her, where people are talking about her, or she's going, she is constantly going viral every day, but she's always going to be trending on Twitter and this and that. So she's always going to be the topic of conversation, especially when it pertains to female rap. So it doesn't even matter that y'all excluded her. That list means nothing. That video, whatever it was, it's a crock of shit. We all know it. Anyway, speaking of that, Summer Walker, Miss Witchy Poo, okay? I'm trying not to go in on her too much. Miss Jackson Knows decided to come out and make a comment about it, talking about, she commented on that post with the female rapper thing, and she's like, I don't even listen to Nicki, but they could have like put Nicki and da 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 and like Lil Kim and this and that. Y'all need to shut up. First of all, Summer, she has this very passive-aggressive way of shading Nicki Minaj, and it's so irritating to me. Because then the moment somebody says something to her, she's playing the victim, right? She gets to crying or whatever else she does. She just needs to keep Nicki's name out her mouth and worry about her 50 baby daddies that she keeps accumulating. First of all, you do listen to Nicki Minaj. Everyone listens to Nicki Minaj, even her haters, even the ones that have to do it in the closet. And I have a video of Summer on a boat listening to Nicki Minaj and one of her recent songs, which is Big Difference. Girl, you're vibing to Nicki on a boat and you commenting, talking about you don't even listen to Nicki like that. Girl, you were trying to get Nicki on, what song was that? She was trying to get Nicki on like her album or something like that. And that's probably why she mad, because Nicki declined it and saw straight through her. Nicki don't work with like people who got bad energy or bad spirits. Like, well, she has in the past, but as far as like currently, she's on a different vibration, so she wouldn't have worked with you anyway. And I think that's why Summer is mad. But it's like you comment and then try to do this little like underhanded shade and backhanded compliment. Just keep your mouth shut and worry about the conversations that you are excluded out of. Because remember, Summer was mad at the industry because they excluded her out of the R&B conversation or whatever when it pertained to some awards. I think it was the Grammys or something. And she wasn't even nominated. So worry about trying to get your foot in that space and stop worrying about what spaces Nicki Minaj's name is not in. It's just weird how everyone has an obsession with Nicki, from like Angel Reese athletes to musicians to dancers to rappers to singers. Like, everyone has something to say about Nicki. And what's also odd to me is that the energy Nicki has and her success, it makes everybody in every lane want to compete with her. From Miley Cyrus to, like, it's people in completely different lanes that feel like they are threatened by Nicki and want to compete with her. How can you compete with somebody who's you're not even in the same lane? And some would even, this is how you know Nicki is the baddest. Some would even say that Grandma B be trying to compete. You know, that's why she been trying to do her rap thing on music and this and that. Nicki be making everybody want to be a Barbie doll. And there's only one. Okay? So Summer, that was weird. You're weird. You didn't need to comment. Go back under your shell. Go back and do whatever you do, girl, and mind your business. So that's really all I have for this video. I think, you know, Nicki Minaj is such a staple and such a pillar, and she just draws so much attention. And when the light shines on you, you get a lot of evil eyes and envy that comes your way. But as we all know, Nicki continues to reign supreme. She's going to continue to be successful no matter who likes her, no matter who puts her in the conversation or doesn't. So y'all let me know down in the comments what you think about the video, and subscribe to the channel, please, and thank you. Bye-bye.